Hello everybody. Right, this is July's project roundup video. So, where are we up to with the cars? So, MG Maestro Turbo, it's on the road. I had it out a couple of nights ago. You might have seen a short where I had it out. I'm collecting a few minor little parts for it, just little minor bits of trim and stuff like that. So, that project really is nearing an end. That is just going to be a case of driving it and enjoying it. So, there'll be more on that, just finishing off those little jobs and taking out and about. This thing, yep, SD1. Yeah, I'm not pleased with it at the moment. There's a little bit of a drama with the engine. So where are we up to with that? So I finished off the windows, the electric windows and things today. Took it for a drive, and we've got some kind of engine issue going on. We're running on 6 or 7 cylinders, and compression. Well, compression's down on a couple of them for whatever reason. So that's going to be the next video you see in it, which is annoying because there's no actual reason why it can't be out and driven. You know, it's MOT'd, it's painted. Yep. Video still coming, all that. So that's a little bit frustrating. So we're going to shoot probably tomorrow, start doing something with that. I haven't figured out exactly what yet. There's a few approaches I can take. Ultimately, you know, the engine was going to come out over the winter to get a refresh, and then I guess just appraise it, see how bad it actually was when we got in there. But yeah, I was keen to just, you know, we're coming up to August. I was keen to get, you know, August, September, early October out of it. Well, the weather's still reasonable here, or as reasonable as it gets, so that's frustrating and pretty annoying. Right, so on to the next one, Escort. Escort's running and driving, no major issues with that. We've got the exhaust leak to fix. What else have we got to do with that? Maybe a wee service on it. But again, other than that, you know, I'm just using it daily at the moment, you know, which is great. No more problems with the carb, which is also a bonus. But I'm questioning, you know, should I move on? Should I sell it, or should I continue the project? By that, that'll be do the arches on it, obviously do the exhaust, and then go from there. So please answer in the comments. You know, I mean, I guess the rationale is if I sell it, I can get something else I haven't had. That's the plan anyway. Right, what else have we got on the list? Oh yeah, Astras, yeah, 2 Astras on the list. So we're selling both Astras. They're both going. The Z20 Let one, that's now finished. So you know, it had its remap. Had a sticky rear brake, rear near side one. So we sorted that out the other night. It was a handbrake mechanism with actually seizing with it just sitting about. So that's done. The dent on the boot. We've got a dent guy coming out on Friday to take a look at that. Done the interior. Cleaned up the exterior, you know, so it's running pretty nice now. So I think it's time sell that one, move on to something else. B204 Astra, very much the same thing. Obviously, it had its MOT. What else has been going on with that one? Again, done the interior. We done the polishing on it. So I think, yeah, time to move that one on. I've experienced the B204 thing, and again, get something else. I'm fancying EP3 Type R, or maybe Clio 182 to replace that with. But we'll see once it goes. What does that leave us with? Oh yeah, KITT. KITT's still in storage. We need to get that out of storage. I've just been, you know, preoccupied with this, all the little jobs and that. So yeah, we need to get KITT out of storage. We need to get using it for some shows. I might try and get it out of storage tomorrow, get it cleaned up. It'll be a bit of a mess. Oh, and I want to get a start on the interior. So all the interior plastics that were painted, I want to get them out, and I want to get them repainted. So the paint was chipping in various places. So yeah, and it still needs a service. The problem is I hardly use it. So yeah, we'll get that out, we'll use it, because there's nothing wrong with it. So what does that leave? That leaves the Volvo, the XC90 out the front. What have we had? We've had that, it'll be, yeah, just over a month, so 5-6 weeks now we've had that. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to do a video on that. I've got 2 video ideas. I think it's going to be just a first impressions video, a general review of the car. And I promise I'll keep that down to 20 minutes this time instead of 40 minutes. But we'll do that, and then later down the line we'll do my buying experience, because I've got a few entertaining facts about that. And then that brings us on to car reviews. Yeah, so car reviews. So obviously we had the XR3i Mark V A1 that just went out. I was quite happy with that one. Great experience, getting an opportunity to drive someone else's car and do a little bit of a mini review on it. I've learned quite a lot from that review, actually. You know, things I would do differently. And the minute I pressed, you know, public, so that you guys can actually see it, there's a whole load of things I want to change. And looking at the performance of the video as well, I think there's a lot of room for improvement. I was getting a lot of views, but what we're finding is not a massive amount of people are retained on the video right the way through. So, I mean, that's obviously things I'm doing wrong. It's probably not the content. The content is probably right. Well, the car is right. The way I present it's probably wrong. So the first thing, you know, it was 40 minutes. I guess I got a bit carried away, you know, and I just talked and talked and talked because, you know, I'm enthusiastic and passionate about cars. So, but I do know myself that if I see a video on YouTube and it's 40 minutes, I do think twice about clicking on it. I think, well, God, that's I've only got 10 minutes spare, you know, between the dinner going on or whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to do 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to cap them at that in future and see how we got on. Truncate all of that down. Try and make it more concise. Try and make it more interesting, and maybe less waffle, and obviously a lot less driving. The driving was about 12 minutes in that one. So I'm going to cut that down. So the XR3i has gone now. That's why I've got the B204 back. So that was good. And I've got another few cars hopefully lined up, a few more interesting ones as well. So we'll reveal them at the time rather than spoiling that. But yeah, so like I said, I think just between the project stuff, I'm keen to, you know, anything that fits in with the theme of the channel, anything that's retro, you know, with the exception of like the Volvo, just because I own that, and there's a few things that I think would be useful to get out there, certainly about hybrids and running costs and things like that. Probably educational, probably not for my core viewers that are interested in retro cars, but I think for the wider audience, I can put a good slant on some of these things. So yeah, so another few car reviews coming up. We'll get KITT out, we'll get more pictures of KITT, some more videos of KITT. I'm going to try and get more shorts uploaded. So yeah, there's going to be a few of them just every few days, just random things I can think of, and to see kind of how they perform. And this, we need to really get this out. I enjoyed the whole 2 miles I drove it today, but it is a Rover, so it's my own fault, you know, for buying a Rover and expecting it to run like a new car after 15 years. And I haven't really touched the engine, you know, it's only been body and all that kind of crap. So yeah, feel free to put in the comments of this one any criticism, any other things you'd like to see. I know some people have said in the past maybe a Copart. I have been looking, you know, £100 to get your Copart account for the year, and I've been browsing through, and actually I just missed a Mark. What Mark was it? Jesus, I can't even remember. So it was a Cavalier. It was a 94 or a 95 Cavalier. So that would be Mark III, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I saw one of them, and that was in a local Copart, and I thought that would have actually made really good content. It didn't actually look like it was accident damage, so there's probably something else wrong with it. But so what I think I'm going to try and do is, once the Astras go, and possibly the Escort, replace all them with one something or other, and then try and find a Copart project. So it would be nothing that was structurally damaged, because I don't have the skills, the experience, or the kit to repair, but something that's had light damage, like maybe, you know, bumpers, wings, that kind of thing. Obviously I can weld, so any weld-on panels I can sort. Mechanical things, it would be something that would be low value. So I don't know. I have been browsing, and it's in my head now that I need to do it. I did see as well just when we're out our travels, a car and a drive that's been sat there about 10 years that needs, well, it needs rescuing, it needs putting on the road, it needs MOT-ing. It's quite an interesting one. Anyway, we put a note through the door, but we haven't had a response yet. So that would be interesting as well. So yeah, I have it in my head that I need to get something non-runner. We'll get towed up here. We'll not go to town on it like we have with the Maestro or the Rover. We'll simply just, we'll get it cleaned up, get a pre-MOT, or we'll get an MOT for an MOT, see what needs done, and try and get an MOT and then sell. So not a full restoration, so something that maybe turn around in about 4 to 8 weeks, but something that's been sitting and neglected. So I'd rather try and find something that is still sitting rather than something that somebody's pulled out, tried to get started, blah, 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 blah. I think that would make really interesting content. So we'll see. Or like I said, the co-part thing, I've seen a few things that would have been useful, but just space is an issue at the moment until the Astras go. So hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to do a monthly roundup, you know, from now on, just to summarise just for you guys out there where we're at, what we're doing and what we're going to do moving forward. So hope that's been interesting, and I'll see you all next time.